A very good morning, class. I hope you all are keeping safe and at the same time, you all are studying and practicing whatever topics we are sending you through WhatsApp. Alright, class. So, last week we finished a topic related to optimization problems. Do you all remember, class? What was the topic? Correct. We studied about objective function, that is, finding out the optimum solution based on the objective function specified subject to certain constraints. That was either to maximize the budget or minimize the cost. The topic name that we covered last week was linear programming problems. So as we saw, class, the optimization problems can be used to maximize the profits, minimize the cost of production, or use the use of resources. Today, class, before moving on to the topic, let's consider an example. Due to negligence, your home requires a serious repair. You approach three contractors for this. The names of the contractors are Mr. Akbar, second, Mr. Amar, and third, Mr. Anthony. The quotations received are as below, which are given by all the three contractors. If you approach Mr. Amar, he told that the overall cost would be around 27,980 rupees. As far as Mr. Akbar's contract is concerned, it will take 31,640. And for Mr. Anthony, it is 29,330. But what if we think of individual items and get prices per repair item from our contractors? What will this help to? This will lead to saving of your time as well as theirs, because each contractor will be working on different repairs simultaneously. Secondly, you will get a better price because getting the work done through one contractor may not be an optimum solution. So what if we ask the contractors to give us the breakup per repair item, whatever you would be required to get done for your house repairs? So after asking all the three contractors, the quotations received per repair item were as follows. So as you can see now, we have broke the home repairs cost into three different parts, ranging from flooring, painting, and slide window repairs. So these were the quotes given by Mr. Akbar. That would sum up to 27,980. The quotes given by Akbar summing up to 31,640, and Mr. Anthony summing up to 29,000. So as you can see, class, different contractors have different prices for repairs each if you ask them. So if we wish to hire one contractor for one job to minimize both time and cost, what would it be? So this would be the required assignment for getting the optimum solution. That is, we want to spend minimum cost on repairing of a house, and second, at the same time, I want the work to be done as soon as possible. So the constraints which are involved is I am looking for minimization of my cost as well as time. Now as you can see, class, I have highlighted the different colors. As you can see, Mr. Amar is offering the lowest among the three as far as painting is concerned. Similarly, Mr. Akbar is offering the lowest among all the three as far as flooring is concerned. Oh, I'm so sorry. It's by mistake. It is 13,300, not 13,840. And as you can see, Mr. Anthony, 4,050. Oh, I'm so sorry. I just gave you all the wrong information. Yeah, I was talking as far as Mr. Amar is concerned. He is the lowest as far as the painting work is concerned of all the three. Then as for flooring, Mr. Akbar is offering the lowest out of the three. And for the slide window repairs, Mr. Anthony is offering the lowest among all the three. So if I sum up all the three together, this will be the total cost and the optimum solution which I will go for. So as you can see, the budget can be completed in 26,390 rather than giving the work to a single contractor. So as I told you all, if I hire one contractor for one job, they will be busy doing the individual work simultaneously, and at the same time, I will be paying them less overall the budget which they specify. And thirdly, the time factor, the work will be completed in time. So was the sum simple, assigning one person for one job? But it is difficult to solve for large number of contractors and many more repairs because the house doesn't require only these three repairs. So class, we often come across situations in which we have to assign n jobs to n workers. All the n workers are capable of doing the jobs, but you have to find the best possible assignment which gives maximum efficiency and minimum cost. It can be anything ranging from assigning the activities to students or assigning subjects to different teachers, or it could be assigning different routes or to different pizza delivery boys, or it can range from assigning different jobs to machines and products to factories. So today class we'll be learning about a technique which deals with allocating various resources to various activities but on one-to-one basis. That will either minimize your total cost or maximize the total profit. So as you saw class in the following example, by hiring three different contractors, you would get different costs for different kind of repairs, which will minimize your budget and at the same time will also save your time. So class, today we'll be gonna study about lesson number 7, assignment and sequencing. The topic that will be focused upon will be only on assignment problems for the time being. So as I told you, what is the definition of assignment problems? Techniques of optimization that allocates or gives n jobs to n workers, that is on one-to-one basis, to either minimize the cost or maximize the profit, because giving the entire work to one particular person will not serve the purpose. Assignment problems are basically written in a matrix form of the order n into n, that is rows multiplied by column. I hope class you are familiar with the concept matrices. From the order n into n matrices, all n factorial possible ways of making an optimal assignment can be calculated. The following table represents the cost of assigning n workers to n jobs. So this is how your sum will look like class. So there are 1, 2, 3 and up till infinity workers. Each worker will be assigned one particular job. C11, C12, C13. That is first row, first column, first row, second column, first row, third column. So this is how the assignment sums will be looking like. Also class, as you all paid attention, in the start I told you all, it is related to optimization problem. Assignment problem is a special case of a linear programming problem. This can be expressed symbolically as follows. Minimize z is equal to summation n where I equals 1, summation n again j equals 1, Cij into Xij. C stands for the total columns and Xij stands for, as you will see downwards, what is the meaning of Xij? Subject to constraints, summation Xij n where j equals 1 will be equal to 1 where I is equal to 1, 2 and 3. That is exactly one job is assigned to every ith worker. Same way, summation n I equals 1, xij also equals 1, where I can be 1, 2, 3, and so on, where exactly one worker is assigned to jth job, where xij takes a value 0 or 1. So I and j stands for rows and columns. But finding an optimum solution by solving all n factorial ways is very time consuming. As I said, the example which I gave you, it involved only 3 repairs which were countable. But what if you requires to dictate or distribute different students as per subjects, giving teachers the different subjects to teach, assigning products to different machines. So for larger sums, it will be very difficult to keep on calculating the possibilities by solving in factorial. Hence, there is a need for an efficient computational technique for solving assignment problems. That we'll be seeing in the next lecture class. So I hope you all will pay attention to the introduction part which I taught you all, so that from tomorrow onwards, when we start with the problem, you'll be able to understand what exactly is assignment problem. So till then, stay safe, take care, keep studying and keep learning. Thank you so much for listening to me, class. We stop here for today.